So Conor Benn will be fighting Regis Prograis on the Tyson Fury v Makhmudov undercard at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in April like I said, the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Now, Conor Benn's a guy who, coming off the biggest win of his career against Chris Eubank Jr. And again, the biggest win, by far the biggest payday of his career. Well, I say the biggest payday. He's going to get a huge payday against Regis Prograis as well. Regis Prograis is a guy who a few years ago was a top guy at 140. Never was regarded as the guy at 140, but was a top guy, a good operator, skilled boxer, and definitely had some boxing ability. Since then, he lost a close fight to Josh Taylor, sorry. Got dominated by Devin Haney and then lost again to Jack Catterall and then beat a blown up super featherweight Jojo Diaz, who's a journeyman. Journeyman's a bit harsh, but he's not at the level at all, especially not at 140, right? And now Regis Prograis is now going to be fighting Conor Benn at 150 pounds at a catchweight. Again, these catchweight fights, I guess because neither guy's a world champion, I'm not too mad at it, but it's pointless and does nothing for the sport. Other than the only reason they do this at 150 is because Conor Benn can't get any lower, which is a bit ridiculous considering his last fight was at 160. Before that, he was fighting at 154 for a bit, and then before that, he's a career welterweight, not a big 154-pound fighter, not big for 160 at all. If Conor Benn has any route to a world championship, it's going to be at 147. So having a catchweight at 150, like I said, doesn't really make any sense to me, especially against the guy who's already going to be the smaller guy and has been beaten well multiple times by this point in his career, as well as not being tremendously active in the past couple of years either. Of course, he's going to be in the UK, in Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, of course. Does mean Conor's going to have the hometown advantage. Not that it's going to make too much difference because I imagine Conor's going to go in there, close the distance, push the pace, put some punches on Regis Prograis. If Regis can stay in there, then maybe he can have a bit of a chance. But likelihood is he's not been hit by anyone as hard and as fast as Conor Benn, which is correct because you look at his resume, none of these guys punch as hard as Conor Benn. Jack Catterall sure as hell doesn't. Devin Haney sure as hell doesn't. Josh Taylor sure as hell doesn't. Not with the bad intentions and the ferocity that Conor Benn punches with. Regis Prograis is not experienced at a world level or on this stage at all, in my opinion. So I think it'll be a relatively easy night for Conor Benn. That being said, Conor Benn's no Floyd Mayweather. He's not going to outclass these dudes. He might go in there and steamroll a dude, but he's not going to outclass him. There's a difference. Steamrolling a guy you can do through power, sheer force, physical advantages. Outclassing a guy is when you use your mind and you set traps and you go through the gears and you set traps and beat guys and outbox them. That's really impressive to me. Anyone can go in there. Anyone can lift weights and get in good shape and throw punches. Anyone can do that. I'm being a bit harsh on Conor Benn. That's not all he does. He's a better boxer than that. But obviously, he won't be the best boxer Regis Prograis fought because all the guys Regis Prograis lost to are better than Conor Benn. Josh Taylor's better than Conor Benn. Not now, obviously. Jack Catterall's better than Conor Benn, and Devin Haney's better than Conor Benn right now as well. Devin Haney did absolutely dominate Regis Prograis. That, in my opinion, was like an embarrassing performance, in my opinion. To get done like that over 12 rounds, he lost every single round in that fight. Regis Prograis lost that's embarrassing, bro. I'm sorry. To lose every round, you didn't even win one round. You couldn't even nick one round. That's embarrassing to me. But, hey, who am I? I'm sure Regis Prograis definitely got a big payday there, and I'm sure his bank account's not complaining. And again, Regis Prograis isn't a guy who's probably getting tons of offers for fights. He's not a big name. He's not a major ticket seller. He's not undefeated, and he's not a world champion. There aren't guys lining up to fight Regis Prograis, at all, in my opinion. So he probably got this offer from Conor Benn and thought, damn, yeah, I better take this. Of course. It'll be a relatively easy night for Conor Benn, in my opinion, but we'll see. Obviously, Conor Benn's getting paid $15 million to fight Regis Prograis. It's insane. Absolutely insane, because it's not like Regis Prograis is this amazing talent anymore. Even in his prime, getting paid $15 million to fight Regis Prograis is crazy, because it's not even a super fight. Regis Prograis is not a guy with tons of social media motion, not a guy with tons of, whatever, at all. He's not a Devin Haney, he's not a Shakur, he's not even a Ryan Garcia. you know. But stranger things have happened in boxing. I'd be super curious to know what you guys think of this fight. It's going to happen. Conor Benn's getting a huge payday for it. Who do you think's going to win? And let me know in the comments below. Another episode of the Seth Solo Side Quest in the bag, and I'm out. Peace.